Hey, welcome back for another episode of Rate My Base. So we are going in here, and I have favorited the opponents. Adonte85, it looks like. I low level trophy range. Looks like he fairly new to the game. For being a low level player, he does has excuse me, he does have a very nice road setup, and it looks like he's got a great hang on how to make a troop wave and do everything. It looks like he's probably watched a few videos, got some tips and tricks here and there, uh, pretty much seen how to do it properly. Looking at the base, it looks pretty much as good as you can get for a low level base. The towers aren't completely bunched up together, and the only thing that stands out that I don't necessarily like, but at low levels isn't too bad actually, is the double spikes. And the reason I say at low levels it's not that bad is because they don't have that powerful of spells. They might not have the Firestorm unlocked yet, because the Firestorm is actually, I think, the fourth spell. So they have to unlock a couple spells before they can get the Firestorm. The Toxic Cloud isn't very effective against spikes at all. Hammer Strike at low levels will do about 50% of the damage on the spikes. So as long as the spikes are upgraded a little bit, then that's actually not too bad, because all your infantry troop are going to walk on them. The only recommendation is that the infantry troop would need to attack all these buildings first. These buildings need to die because they don't like rush forward. They attack buildings. So if you have a bunch of buildings in front of the spikes, all the troops are going to go and attack these buildings first rather than walk on the spikes. And then so you can have your hero come up and attack the spikes, hammer strike them, and then while your troops are killing the buildings down here, your hero can use second hammer strike and kill the spikes. If you're going to use spikes like that, you kind of want them in an area where there's not too many distractions around, not too many buildings or barricades for your knights to go after. So like moving the spikes, even though it may feel awkward, having the spikes like down here would probably be a better setup, depending on how strong the hero's hammer strike is, because then the hero has a choice of like, do I go forward and do I attack the barrier in the building there, or do I try and prevent the spikes from doing massive damage to my troops? Because at the early stages, if the spikes are level 5 or 6, if they're high level, the spikes will do a lot of damage to the infantry troop. And then, of course, since there's a barricade here, you're going to be bringing out troops, and they're all going to be sitting behind this barricade, waiting, and then once you bust through the barricade, you're going to have an army of like 20 troops, and they're all going to be running forward. So now, they're going to be rushing towards the spikes. They're pretty dumb. They don't see the spikes for whatever reason, and so they just walk right over them. Your hero probably won't be able to kill them that quickly, especially two of them. So putting them early in your base when there's no distractions, where the knights are going to just walk over them, probably would be more effective for a double spike setup. So that's just my thoughts on that. All in all, nothing crazy here. So we're going to go in, since it's an easy win, I'm going to bring out just Archer and just shoot Archers here to help me unlock an achievement. Pretty much I can't really rate the base because it's such a low level where I could probably beat the base just with my hero. I'm going to bring out Archers, like I said, just to help me unlock the achievement for gems, because every time you spawn troops in battle, you unlock achievements. And so yeah, so having spikes like right here would actually probably be very effective, because he has his first wave troop, and his wave troop is fairly strong, and so his wave troop is going to be right around there or towards the gates. And so then all your infantry troop are going to be sitting there, and you're going to have the choice of attacking the wave or going on the spikes. So I probably would move the spikes up to that position. And you can see archers aren't that strong. They do get picked off by the arrows fairly easy. So my hammer strike is like level 9, and it did about half damage. So he does have his spikes upgraded quite a bit. So it would take a a lower level player quite a bit of poundings to destroy those spikes. The waves are very nicely leveled. For his level and stage where he's at in the game, he has a really nice base. This is probably going to be one of the tougher bases that you would ever see down, in the 1,000 trophy range when you're just starting out the game. Again, really, there was nothing there to, really critique army-wise, because I could have ran through that base with any troops, just how overpowered I am compared to him. Oops. So we'll go back and look at the map. I'm surprised I actually got 1 trophy for beating him. That's pretty weird. But yeah, what he did was he has a gargoyle tower right here for his spikes. Again, that's counter effective because they're going to go and attack this building first. So if you want to leave it like this, swap these 2 buildings, put the gargoyle tower here, and put the other one right here. So in that way, they'll have to run up towards the gargoyle tower, and they'll get all burned and confused and start running like they're chickens with their heads cut off. So yeah, so if you want to leave it like that, swap those. Or you could take the gargoyle tower, bring that one down here, and put the spikes right here, which again I think would be more effective. And then you have the gargoyle tower also burning them. 2 sets of spikes right there. First batch of wave troops. Like after I went through your base and saw that you had a gargoyle tower, I didn't even notice it over there. I probably would do that more than anything else. Like I said, put those 2 spikes down here, swap these towers. The gargoyle, bring that one down there, or even put the gargoyle over on this side. Yeah, probably gargoyle on this side probably. And then I think that would be, probably the absolute best. But overall, this is a really strong base. For this level and range, I do want to give it a 10 out of 10 because I think this is pretty spot on. Your wave troops are good. I don't see many people around the 1,000 trophy range breaking through this defense. I could be wrong because in the beginning, knights are really strong and you just have a big swarm of knights, but you definitely have everything going exactly how you want it to. So all in all, great job there.